The Philadelphia suburbs are full of incredible towns, but Westchester, Pennsylvania is certainly one of the towns that I get asked most about. So let's go over why this town is so popular, along with some of the major reasons why Westchester might not be the best town for you. One of the first reasons why Westchester is so desired is its location. Located right there in Chester County, which is the westernmost county within the Philly suburbs, and less than an hour to Philadelphia. This town is only 2.5 hours from New York City, around 2 hours from the Pocono Mountains, and 2 hours from the Jersey Shore as well. The next very important pro of living in Westchester is its school district, according to niche.com. Westchester Area School District is rated the 22nd best district in all of Pennsylvania out of 500 total districts. It's rated an A overall, with an A for academics, teachers, clubs and activities, sports, and administration, with an A+ for college prep. The district was ranked the 3rd best in all of Chester County, and this district also has a student-to-teacher ratio of 15:1, which is below the national average. Speaking of education, one of the main reasons why Westchester is so well known and so desired is because it's home to the highly rated Westchester University. This campus is over 380 acres right near downtown Westchester. If you have a college-age student and you're looking for a place to live, living and buying a home in Westchester could be great because it could be extremely convenient if you owned your home in the same town that your college student went to school. Aside from being a popular campus for local students, it also attracts a lot of out-of-state students as well. And later in the video, we'll talk about if this campus affects the rest of the Westchester town or not. If you were to ask a Philly suburb local what they think of when they hear the town Westchester, they would say not only the university, but also the downtown area as well, which brings us to the next pro of living in Westchester, the incredibly walkable downtown area. The center of Westchester offers tons of great walkability with options for restaurants, bars, shopping, cafes, etc. Westchester has a great mix of nightlife. There are definitely bars that are suited for more of the college kids, with a great mix of those that are for families with low-key live music and that type of environment as well. Westchester is definitely not the standard college town with crazy parties all over the place. That is definitely not the case here. There are plenty of great neighborhoods that offer a quiet suburban feel with close proximity to that downtown environment. Speaking of things to do, besides the downtown and the vibrant nightlife, Westchester also has tons of different things to do, especially when it comes to the yearly events that the town of Westchester holds. They put on a fantastic holiday celebration, including the annual tree lighting ceremony, the community toy drive, photos with Santa, Hanukkah at the courthouse celebration, and plenty of other annual community events to enjoy. Westchester is definitely one of those suburban towns where it's pretty hard to be bored on nights and weekends just because of all of the different options to do. Before we get into some of the major cons of living in Westchester, let's go over the last pro, which is all of the incredible outdoor space and outdoor things to do. If you're not a downtown shopping and dining or nightlife person, Westchester still has plenty for you to do, with tons of great parks, trails for biking or running, or plenty of wide open space to enjoy nature, especially in the fall when the leaves are changing. All right, so now let's go over the cons of living in Westchester, starting with the cost of living. According to bestplaces.net, if the entire US average has a cost basis of 100, Westchester's cost of living is 19.6 points above the national average and 26.4 points higher than the Pennsylvania average. The average home sale price in Westchester as of the time of making this video is $555,000. And keep in mind that that includes everything from a small condo in the heart of Westchester to a large luxury home on the outskirts of the downtown area. So of course, depending on what you're looking for, that average sales price can drastically change. Here are some general cost of living so you have a better idea of what the everyday cost of living categories look like. If the entire country is 100, Westchester's grocery cost of living score is 110.1, a health score of 105.5, a housing score of 166.2, a utility score of 111.4, and then with the only category that is under the national average, a score of 94.3 for transportation, and then a miscellaneous category of 132.1. Keep in mind that the cost of living is all relative. Depending on which state you're moving to, of course, Westchester could seem incredibly expensive or very affordable, when also keeping in mind the taxes for not only Pennsylvania, but the Westchester area as well. Westchester could definitely be considered pretty affordable when it comes to the overall bang for your buck that you're getting when it comes to the housing market. One major downside that's hard to ignore is the traffic and parking situation in Westchester. With downtown Westchester and the university being two of the biggest draws in town, they naturally bring in a lot of people, which means a lot of cars. As a result, traffic can sometimes be pretty tough, especially on nights and weekends, when not only those that don't live in Westchester are coming to downtown Westchester to enjoy everything that it has to offer, but also those that are going to school, their families are also visiting on the weekend, which also brings more and more traffic into the downtown Westchester area. If you're heading to Westchester, be prepared for a little bit of congestion and definitely allow for some extra time to find parking. If you end up living outside of the Westchester area, then I really wouldn't worry too much about parking or traffic, as it's mostly just residential neighborhoods. Piggybacking off of that one, the next con is definitely the congestion that you could feel in Westchester. If you're looking to live in a town where there is homes with tons of acres and tons of privacy, well, this town just isn't that environment. We certainly might be able to find a home with a pretty big yard, but when it comes to the very rural towns with tons of acres, that's definitely not this town. Because keep in mind that Westchester, at the end of the day, is still a very popular suburban town with a population of 20,000 residents plus the college. Another huge downside that a lot of people don't consider is if you're planning to make the move into the downtown heart of Westchester, where you don't really even need a car, you just plan on leaving your house, walking up to all of the amenities, which is fantastic. But the one thing that you might not have really considered is truly just how much noise you could be open to when it comes to the live music on the weekends, the celebrations for sports events when people flood to the downtown area to watch at their favorite bars, just overall all of the nightlife noise that if your home is very close to that, of course, keep that in mind, because that could certainly be a huge turnoff depending on where your specific home is located. If you're planning to make the move to the Philly suburbs, I would love to hear from you. All of my contact information is down below, or you can click the contact link in the description below, and I'll see you over on this next video.